sweater in a box I sealed last fall. The scent of you still lingers like you never left at all. I read the words you wrote in ink that's fading fast, but every line still cuts like glass. The coffee's cold, the sun forgot to shine today. I play our song and let the melody replay. The silence screams where laughter used to start. You're gone, but not from my heart. You're the echo in my heart, still calling. Even when I'm standing tall, I'm falling. I try to move, but your shadow stays haunting me in quiet ways. I smile, I breathe, I try to restart, but you're the echo in my heart. I met someone who makes me feel the spring, but I still flinch when church bells ring. It's not his fault, it's just the way your ghost won't ever fade away. You're the echo in my heart, still calling. Even when I'm standing tall, I'm falling. I try to move, but your shadow stays haunting me in quiet ways. I laugh, I change, I play my part, but you're the echo in my heart. Time doesn't heal, it just teaches you to hide. I walk with strength, but you're still by my side. Not in the present, not in the past. You're the ache I thought wouldn't last. You're the echo in my heart, still singing. Every note, every pain you're bringing. I may forget the way you kiss, but not the days I still miss. You're gone and I've torn us apart, but you're the echo in my heart. You're the echo, still the echo of my heart. You walked in like a melody. I sang along too carelessly, but you were never really there. Just shadows dressed in golden air. I gave you all I didn't know. You were just a fading echo. Fell for a ghost in the shape of love. Held on to dreams we never spoke of. Kissed the wind like it was real. Now I'm lost in what I feel. I fell for a ghost, and now I see it wasn't love, just haunting me. Your silence played like lullabies, comfort wrapped in pretty lies. I reached for more, you slipped away like morning mist at break of day. I danced with hope in empty rooms, wrote your name in phantom blooms. I fell for a ghost in the shape of love. Held on to dreams we never spoke of. Kissed the wind like it was real. Now I'm lost in what I feel. I fell for a ghost, and now I see it wasn't love, just haunting me. You're just a whisper I let go, a love I loved but didn't know. I fell for a ghost in the the shape of love, held on to dreams we never spoke of, kissed the wind like it was real. Now I'm lost in what I feel. I fell for a ghost, and now I see it wasn't love just haunting me. It wasn't love just haunting me. It's just a whisper I let go. A love I loved but didn't know. Walked alone in midnight rain, calling out your name in vain. The echo fades but still remains a quiet ache I can't explain. But then I feel your breath so near, a whisper only I can hear. Hold me through the silence when the world forgets my name. Wrap me in your kindness, take away this heavy pain. Even when you're far from me, your love is all I need. So hold me through the silence. The stars above don't shine the same since the night you slipped away. But in my dreams you softly stay, guiding me through each new day. I reach for light in shadows deep. Your memory's the one I keep. Through every fall you pull me high. You're my reason why. Hold me through the silence when the world forgets my name. Wrap me in your kindness, take away this heavy pain. Even when you're far from me, your love is all I need. So hold me through the silence. Hold me through the silence. Hold me through the silence when the world forgets my name. Wrap me in your kindness, take away this heavy pain. Even when you're far from me, your love is all I need. So hold me through the silence. So hold me through the silence. I used to glow in every room, but now I'm fading into gloom. Your words still echo in my head, like songs from stories left unread. You held the mirror to my face and took away my saving grace. I forgot how to shine, lost the stars that once were mine. You loved me just to dim my light, then left me in the quiet night. Now I'm learning line by line to heal, to stand, to realign. But oh, I forgot how to shine. You made me doubt my every dream, like chasing hope was too extreme. But now I see it wasn't me. You feared the fire I could be. You clipped my wings so I'd stay low, but still my soul refused to go. I forgot how to shine, washed away by love decline. I begged to fit inside your frame, but I was never meant for tame. So I'm reaching past the line to the parts of me still mine. Even if I forgot how to shine. The sunrise in my scars, I'll find my way one light at a time. I forgot how to I packed my bags, but not my pain. Left your keys out in the rain. You stood in silence, didn't speak. Your love was always paper thin and weak. I tried to hold what wouldn't stay. Loved you more with each delay. I left my heart at the door. Couldn't carry it anymore. You never knew what it was for. You just watched me hit the floor. Now I'm walking without war. But I left my heart at the door. You called it love, I called it loss. Buried myself beneath the cost. You never asked if I was fine. Only loved the parts that shine. I smiled through the quiet screams, dying slowly in your dreams. I left my heart at the door. It was bruised and growing sore. You never stayed to fight the storm. Just drifted off to something more. Now I'm done keeping the score. So I left my heart at the door. It's not goodbye, it's letting go of someone who never know. The love that bloomed behind closed eyes. The girl you left, the endless tries. I left my heart at the door, but not my soul, not anymore. I'm walking out, I'm not your chore. I found myself worth fighting for. No regrets, no need to restore. 'Cause I left my heart at the door. And I won't be back anymore. I wrote your name on tear-stained pages and corners of unwritten stages. The words came out, but not to you, just secrets that the paper knew. I folded hope inside each line and told myself you'd read them in time. These are letters I'll never send to a love that came and went. Each word a wish, each line a bend, in a road that has no end. I still write though you won't see what your silence left in me. The ink is dry, but I'm still aching from all the dreams that we were faking. I keep pretending you might care, though I know you're never there. I sealed each envelope with grace, then watched them vanish into space. These are letters I'll never send to a love that came and went. Each word a wish, each line a bend, in a road that has no end. I still write though you won't see what your silence left in me. If love is lost and time won't mend, I'll keep these letters I'll never send. red light fades, you said it's gone, but mine stayed long after you moved on. I kept your sweater, I wore your name, even when the silence grew like shame. You let go so easily, like we were just a memory. But every night I held on tight to pieces of you, a ghost in the light. I loved you longer than I ever said, held on in silence alone in my bed. You walked away while I stayed behind, still chasing dreams we left undefined. I loved you longer, longer than you'll ever know. I still recall your coffee smile, your voice like rain that stayed a while. But now it echoes soft and far, a wish on a faded shooting star. You made it look so effortless, while I'm still drowning in the mess of every song and every street that still remembers where we used to meet. I loved you longer than I ever said, held on in silence alone in my bed. You walked away while I stayed behind, still chasing dreams we left undefined. I loved you longer, longer than you'll ever know. And maybe someday you'll look back and see the one who loved you endlessly. But by then, I'll be long gone, a name in a song, a whisper at dawn. I loved you deeper than you ever guessed. Through all the heartbreak, I gave my best. You found your freedom, I found my pain, but I'd do it all over again. I loved you longer, longer than you'll ever know. Long after your goodbye, I loved you longer. You said forever like a lullaby, then faded out without goodbye. I traced your voice in midnight rain, but found only shadows calling my name. I kept your words inside my chest, a melody that never rests. You left too soon, too fast, too cold, and now I'm dancing with the echo you sold. You left with your echo and I stayed with the sound of promises whispered, now buried underground. I held on to silence like it could bring you back, but every heartbeat just fades to black. You left with your echo, and all I have is that. You moved on like morning light, while I'm still lost in endless night. The songs we played still haunt my room, each note a wound I can't undo. I sing your name but it won't reply, just fades beneath the starless sky. You wrote the end and turned the page, while I'm still trapped inside this cage. You left with your echo and I stayed with the sound of promises whispered, now buried underground. I held on to silence like it could bring you back, but every heartbeat just fades to black. You left with your echo, and all I have is that. If love was a ghost, then you were mine, flickering like fire, then gone with time. But I still whisper to the air, pretending for a moment you're there. You left left with your echo. I'm still chasing the tone of dreams that crumbled when you left me alone. I scream into silence, but it won't scream back. Just echoes of you in shades of black. You left with your echo, and I can't get back. You're gone, but your echo stays. But your echo stays. You walked away, suitcase in hand, like all we were meant nothing in the end. I stood frozen at the door, wishing you'd turn just once more. But your eyes said everything before your mouth could lie. And I was left with silence where our future used to lie. I'm still holding the goodbye you whispered in the rain, still replaying every tear like a song stuck in my brain. You let go so easily while I still bleed silently. You moved on with the sky, I'm still holding the goodbye, but that's still cold on your side. Your laugh still haunts the hall at night. I fold your shirt like it still means something more than memories. I beg the stars to bring you back, but wishes fade at dawn. And I'm left chasing shadows of someone long gone. I'm still holding the goodbye you whispered in the rain, still replaying every tear like a song stuck in my brain. You let go so easily while I still bleed silently. You moved on with the sky, I'm still holding the goodbye. Maybe love was never fair, maybe loss was always there. But I gave you all of me, you gave me just despair. I'm still holding the goodbye that shattered my whole sky. Still breathing through the ache, still asking the empty why. You found peace in walking away, I found pain that wants to stay. You moved on, I can't deny, but I'm still holding the goodbye. And I'll keep holding till goodbye finally lets go of me. You said I'll call when I know what to say, but the phone stayed quiet every day. I waited with the hope too loud. In a world where you don't come around, I read our texts like holy lights, trying to find a reason why. But silence screamed, but you couldn't speak, and it tore the ground beneath my feet. When the silence answered you, I knew it answered me too. No more lies, no soft pretend, just the quiet truth in the end. You didn't say goodbye aloud, but your silence was too proud. So now I know it's true, you were gone when the silence answered you. I replayed your voice till the tape wore thin, hoping to feel you breathe again. But echoes don't replace the real, and ghosts don't care how I feel. The stars don't blink when hearts break slow, and time won't ask which way you'll go. But I still beg the midnight blue to give me one last piece of you. When the silence answered you, I knew it answered me too. No more lies, no soft pretend, just the quiet truth in the end. You didn't say goodbye aloud, but your silence was too proud. So now I know it's true. You were gone when the silence answered you. Maybe I deserve the final word, or maybe pain is what I earned. But it's the quiet that cuts deep, the things you never said to me. When the silence answered you, I finally heard the truth. It wasn't love, it wasn't fate, it was just too late. And I stood in that goodbye, now with tears but with dry eyes. You didn't have to choose, silence already spoke for you. So I'll whisper to the waves tonight, let them carry what we couldn't write. You disappeared without a clue, and I stayed when the silence answered you. You never heard the way I prayed when you were just a breath away. I traced your name on frosted glass, pretending time would never pass. You said love was something loud, but mine was whispered in the crowd. I held you close without a sound, while you kept chasing something proud. I loved you in the quiet when no one ever knew, where silence said forever, and I gave it all to you. You looked for fire and thunder, but missed the gentle truth. I loved you in the quiet and lost myself in you. You needed noise to feel alive, while I was drowning deep inside. You kissed like storms, then disappeared, and left your echo in my tears. I was the calm, the steady light. You were the star that burned too bright. You couldn't hear the way I stayed, when every word you spoke betrayed. I loved you in the quiet when no one ever knew, where silence said forever, and I gave it all to you. You looked for fire and thunder, but missed the gentle truth. I loved you in the quiet and lost myself in you. You never saw the way I broke behind the smiles I never spoke, and now the silence holds your name, but I don't cry the same. I loved you in the quiet with everything I had. You never heard it breaking when it hurt too much to ask. Now you're chasing voices, but they don't sound like me. I loved you in the quiet, and that's where I set you free. In the hush of morning light, I let go without a fight. You never know what I went through, but I loved you in the quiet, and I'll never love like that again. I almost said your name last night, but the silence begged me not to fight. So kept my heart inside my hands and watched it break when no one stands. You left your words on every page, but none of them knew how to stay. I read between the lines too long, now I know where I don't belong. You were the poem I never finished, the truth I whispered and you diminished. All that we could be got lost in what we didn't say. I was the song you left unwritten, the love you feared but never given. And now I walk away with words I'll never get to say. Remembers what we hid, each promise sealed and then unlit. I held my breath for one more sign, but you let go before the climb. Stayed through echoes, stayed through doubt, while you just waited to walk out. You found escape, I found the truth, but it was never meant for two. You were the poem I never finished, the truth I whispered and you diminished. All that we could be got lost in what we didn't say. I was the song you left unwritten, the love you feared but never given. And now I walk away with words I'll never get to say. Maybe in another life you would have stayed and held me right, but this chapter ends with just my name, and nothing in your hands remains. You were the poem I never finished, the ghost inside a love diminished. We wrote in silence, line by line, but never crossed the final rhyme. I was the song you left unwritten, and still my heart remains forgiven. I'll let the story fade to gray and keep the tears I didn't say. Left unwritten when not Maybe in another life you would have stayed and held me right, but this chapter ends with just my name, and nothing in your hands remains. I was the song you left unwritten, and still my heart remains forgiven. I'll let the story fade to gray and keep the tears I didn't say. Ooh, left unwritten, but not unloved. You showed up like a sunrise, lit my world in golden flame. Said forever in a whisper, and then vanished just the same. I kept the words you never said in the quiet of my chest, but your silence told the story you never did confess. You loved me like a promise that never meant to stay. You held me like tomorrow but take it all away. Now I'm standing in the ruins of the things we didn't say. You remembered how to leave, but you forgot to stay. I still wear your last goodbye like a ribbon in my mind. Tried to chase your fading footprints, but they were never mine. You said the stars would guide us home, but you walked the other way. Now the night just echoes softly what you chose not to say. You love me like a fire that burned too bright to last. You kissed me like redemption, then vanished with the past. Now I'm lost among the ashes of the love we threw away. You remembered how to leave, but you forgot to stay. Maybe I was just a chapter and you needed the end, but I gave you all the pages that I never learned to mend. You loved me like a heartbeat you never meant to keep. You haunted all my dreams, but never heard me weep. And I'll whisper to the ocean till it takes my pain away. You remembered how to leave, but you forgot to stay. I still remember how you said goodbye, like you were leaving but you didn't cry. I watched the door, I held my breath, your silence louder than your steps. And I replay every single line like echoes caught in frozen time. This is where I leave you, in my heart, in a place where all the healing starts. No more waiting, no more tears, only memories and quiet years. You'll never know how far you went, but this is where the story ends. The dreams we built are turning gray, and I've run out of words to say. You faded like a distant song. It used to feel like home so long, but I forgive the way you broke the promises we never spoke. This is where I leave you, in my heart, in the place where all the healing starts. No more waiting, no more tears, only memories and quiet years. You'll never know how far you went, but this is where the story ends. And I'll still smile when I recall where I leave you once and for all. This is where I leave you, in my heart, in a place where all the healing starts. No more waiting, no more tears, only memories and quiet years. You'll never know how far you went, but this is where the story ends. But this is where the story ends. And I'll still smile when I recall where I leave you once and for all. You turned your back like the story's done, but I still stood there facing the sun. No angry words, just empty space. Love left your eyes without a trace. You didn't ask me how I feel. You moved on like it's no big deal. But I stayed up through every night, trying to understand what wasn't right. And I knew deep in my soul the only way was letting go. Still I said goodbye, though it tore my heart in two. Still I walked away, even when I needed you. You were silent, I was loud, saying all the things I'm not allowed. Still I said goodbye, even though you never tried. I practiced lines I never say, in hopes you care enough to stay. But love should never beg or plead, so I gave you what you didn't need. You smiled like nothing broke apart, but I was bleeding from the start. Sometimes strong means letting go, even when it hurts you so. Still I said goodbye, though it tore my heart in two. Still I walked away, even when I needed you. You were silent, I was loud, saying all the things I'm not allowed. Oh, still I said goodbye, even though you never tried. The rain fell down, but I stood tall. A quiet end, no curtain call. You didn't love me, and that's why. Still I said goodbye. Still I said goodbye. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I practice lines I never say, in hopes you care enough to stay. But love should never beg or plead, so I gave you what you didn't need. You smiled like nothing broke apart, but I was bleeding from the start. Sometimes strong means letting go, even when it hurts you so. Still I said goodbye. My hands not holding tight. Ooh. Still I walked alone, fading softly into night. You just watched, didn't cry, but I knew it was time to fly. Still I said goodbye. You still said goodbye. You smiled like it meant something real, but I could tell by how you feel. You said we're fine, like it's a script, but your love's already slipped. I waited in the quiet nights for words that never came, and every touch just felt polite, no passion in your name. You said everything was fine, but you weren't. I stayed trying to fix what you wouldn't. I believe the lines you drew, but I was loving more than you. You said everything was fine, but you weren't. I held on while your heart let go, pretending not to know. You made me feel like I was wrong for holding on too long. You whispered with a hollow sound, like echoes in a hall. You kissed me but were breaking down. You built an unseen wall. You said everything was fine, but you weren't. I stayed trying to fix what you wouldn't. kept dancing in your quiet goodbye. Now I'm done being blind. I deserve someone who tries. You said everything was fine, but I cried. And I won't fix the cracks you made. I'll find peace in my own way. Goodbye to all your quiet lies. This time I'll be fine. Without a warning, like the wind that fades at night. I whispered all my prayers to the stars that lost their light. I still wear your memory like a dress, stitched with hope and tenderness. But I still believe in love, even when the sky won't clear. I still believe in us, though your voice is just a tear. Time may take your shadow, but it can't steal my dreams of a heart that still believes. The photographs are fading, but I see your eyes in mine. And every song that finds me feels like fate's secret sign. Time may take your shadow, but it can't steal my dreams of a heart that still believes. Photographs are fading, but I see your eyes in mine. And every song that finds me feels like fate's secret sign. I still feel you in the rain, dancing gently through the pain. Yes, I still believe in love, even when the world turns cold. I still believe in us, though your hand I'll never hold. Time may move without you, but my soul won't ever leave. A heart that still believes. The photographs are fading, even when the world turns cold. I still believe in us, though your voice is just a tear. Time may take your shadow, but it can't steal my dreams of a heart that still believes. Maybe we were meant to break, to learn how much a soul can take. But every crack in me still sings of you and all the love you bring. I still believe in love, though this silence softly grieves. I still believe in us, in the story no one sees. Even if forever was never ours to keep, I am still the heart that believes. And I'll be the heart that still believes. We stood on the flickering lights, your hands too cold, your smile too tight. You said we've reached the final page, but I was still inside the stage. You whispered maybe this is best, while I still wore your beating chest. You left me dancing with the dark, a love that only left a mark. I wanted more than goodbye, more than silence in your eyes. I needed reasons, I needed time. You gave me distance wrapped in lies. You turned and walked while I still tried. I wanted more than goodbye. You packed your words and closed the door. I begged for less pain, not more. I held on like it wasn't done. You slipped away like morning sun. Your shadow lingers in my sleep. And every promise you didn't keep. I screamed in thoughts I couldn't say. You faded like a film in gray. I wanted more than goodbye, more than silence in your eyes. I needed reasons, I needed time. You gave me distance wrapped in lies. You turned and walked while I still tried. I wanted more than goodbye. I won't chase your fading light. I won't beg to hold you tight. You left me broken, but I see I lost you long before you left me. I wanted more than goodbye, more than tears I had to hide. I needed closure, not this fight. You vanished like the morning tide. You said nothing, not even why. I wanted more than goodbye. Now I walk where we once stood, alone but free, and that feels good. I loved too much, but I survived. I wanted more, but I'm still alive. I waited in the silence of a stormy sky, hoping you would come, wipe the tears I hide. Every echo of your name still haunts the air, but I reach for love, even when you're not there. You were the light in my darkest night, the voice I followed, holding tight. Even when the world turns cold and gray, our love like rainfall never fades away. All the memories drip from the sky like tears, but I hold them close through the passing years. Even if forever's not our fate, I'll keep loving you, come what may. You were the light in my darkest night, the voice I followed, holding tight. Even when the world turns cold and gray, our love like rainfall never fades away. Oh, it's not goodbye, it's just a pause in time. The love still lingers like a tender rhyme. And when I close my eyes to pray, I feel you near like yesterday. You were the light in my darkest night, the voice I followed, holding tight. Even when the world turns cold and gray, our love like rainfall never fades away. Oh, and if love returns with the morning light, I'll be here, arms open wide. 'Cause loving you through joy or pain is like rainfall, soft and never in vain. It's not goodbye, it's just a pause in time. Your love still lingers like a tender rhyme. And when I close my eyes to pray, I feel you near like yesterday. said forever, so I believed. Built castles out of words we weaved. Now I sit where shadows fall, making cranes that won't fly at all. Every fold a silent prayer, wishing you were still right there. Paper cranes and promises, scattered dreams and tear-stained wrist. I held on too long to yesterday, while your love slowly slipped away. All these fragile little things, wings of hope and wedding rings. You left a storm I can't dismiss, just paper cranes and promises. I traced your name 1,000 times, in every line 1,000 lies. Still I whisper in the dark, as if you hear a broken heart. I keep folding just to cope, threading pain into hope. Paper cranes and promises, memories sealed with trembling fists. The echoes of the words we swore now haunt this quiet room once more. Love was light, now it's mist, gone like dreams that don't exist. You left me with emptiness, and paper cranes and promises. They say let go, but how do I, when every fold still makes me cry? Paper cranes and promises, you stain love on fingertips. If you come back through that door, would we be what we were before? Or would we break like this? Just paper cranes and promises. Just paper cranes and all your promises. In everything and all your eyes, we're feeling in love with this. Still I whisper in the dark, as if you hear a broken heart. Or would we wake like this? Just paper cranes and promises. Just paper cranes and all your promises. Jacket down the street, pretending I still felt your heat. The echo of your last goodbye still haunts the corners of my sky. I smiled today, a little fake, but that's a win I had to take. My friends all ask if I'm okay. I nod and let them look away. I'm still me, without you. A little lost, a little bruised, but the stars don't stop their shine. Just 'cause the moon forgets to rise. You were a storm, I was the sea. Now I'm calm, finally free. I'm still me, without you. Their songs still play on late night drives, but I don't cry like I did 5 nights. There's silence now where chaos grew, and peace where I once waited for you. I'm still me, without you. A little softer, still pulling through. I learned to breathe with empty hands, to write my name on broken plans. You were a flame, I was the rain, and now I dance without the pain. I don't need a love that fades to feel the sun on better days. You were a dream, I was awake. Now I live for my own sake. I'm still me without you. I'm still here, still me without you. I'm still here, still me without you.